Welcome back to the ticket setup series. In today's session, we're going to focus in on further building out our service catalog and specifically how we access our template that we created in the previous session, my Microsoft Teams access request via the Teams experience for an end user. So in the previous setup session, we created a new template for Microsoft Teams access request, which had an associated form. We added that as a catalog item inside of our service catalog. I'm currently logged in to web.ticket.ai as a ticket admin named Diego. And what I want to do now here is I want to show how we can interact with this within Teams. Now, technically, this template here is already available in Microsoft Teams. So if an end user right now were to ask for anything associated with access to a team, they would bring back this template/form. Before we show you how that works, we also want to show you how to add this to the help menu so that you have the options on how you want to present these to the end users across Teams. So to make this template available on the help menu, what we're going to do here is we're going to travel over to the settings area and we're going to go to bot configuration. And in bot configuration, we have two bots. We have Ticket and Virtual Agent, Tikit Virtual Agent. We're going to scroll down to the virtual agent area and we're going to go over to the help card area. Now, there is a whole deep dive dedicated setup session video on how to edit the help card. If you want more information on how to edit the entire help card, I would go recommend watching that particular video. Here, we're just going to add the options we need to surface this particular template onto the help menu. So what we'll do here is we'll decide where we want this to go. It's an IT issue, so I'll bring it into the IT section. I'll add a button here, which is a catalog item. And what I'll do here is I'll give it a name. Teams access request. Maybe I'll do Microsoft actually. Be clear. And then for my catalog item, I'm going to choose that template here. I need access to a team. Now, this phrase here that's being shown here is the first phrase of the catalog item when we created that. We've added a few phrases, but this is the first one. So that's what's showing up here. The second thing I want to highlight here is that when an end user clicks on this button, this is the phrase they're going to see that brings back this catalog item. That'll make more sense once we actually see it in action, but I wanted to highlight that the correlation between the phrases and what you're seeing here. So I'll press OK here. I'll review it to make sure I'm okay with that. Then I'll click Save, and that will save my help menu. Now what we'll do is we'll go over to an end user perspective. I have an end user named Adele, and we will see how she can interact with this. I need access to a team catalog item. So end users are going to interact with the Teams experience within Tikit Virtual Agent. This is our end user Teams experience. And there's effectively two paths, if you will, that Adele can use to interact with this experience. The first is she can have a conversation with Tikit Virtual Agent and bring back an appropriate response. So if I were to ask any question related to needing access to a Microsoft team, I need access to a Microsoft team. What's happening here is we're interpreting the intention of the request, we're passing it through Tikit AI, and we're providing an appropriate response. Because my phrases that I defined here are somewhat similar to that particular request, we brought back the form associated with that template here. And if I wanted to, I could fill this out and submit it. I'm going to do that once we get through the second path, but I wanted to correlate all those things there. So the second path that Adele could take is interacting with the help menu. So at any point, I can type the word help, and that will bring back the help menu. Now the help menu is what we edited earlier, and you'll see here that we have this Microsoft Teams access request button. When I select that, the thing that Adele initially sees is that first phrase of that catalog item. So I mentioned that earlier, but here's that first phrase. And if you wanted that to change, you just change the first phrase to whatever you want. That's going to still bring back the effective form here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to fill this out so you can see how this works. I just need access to the team. I don't need to specify a specific channel. I am working with IT, need access project. When do I need it by? Let's just say next week. And I'll go ahead and submit this out. Now, once you submit this ticket, I want to highlight a few things that are going to occur here. So Adele here is going to receive, like she normally has, ticket number 95, a notification that the ticket was created. If she were to click on view ticket, that will show her the ticket itself, but specifically you're going to see some new information, which are the custom form answers for that particular ticket. The second thing I want to highlight here is on the team side. So Diego here is receiving some notifications for that ticket. And specifically, you'll see that he received a new ticket notification. And you're seeing all the information on the ticket, but specifically you're seeing the form answers as well. So this is new. That form is now expanding the ticket experience, and it's showing us the forms for the end user to see as well as the agent to see. If I travel over to the ticket agent portal, I'll also see that as well. So I'll go over here, change this to all active. I'll click on ticket 95 here. And what you're going to see here is here's a ticket that was created, and here's the form that was filled out here. So the idea here is that the end user can have a conversation or interact with the help menu to fill this form, and that template/form travels with the respective ticket. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention as well is on this ticket number here, excuse me, you'll see that the template that was used as well. Just another relative data point that's probably important to be aware of. All right, this is where we're going to end this particular session. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you do have any questions, please email team@cyrusen.com.